Good morning, children. So, in the last period, I taught you about the weaving and the knitting, right? Let's move ahead. We'll see how to color the cloth because now, after knitting and weaving, the dress is ready. So, now coloring the cloths. How will you color the clothes? We all love to wear clothes in different colors. Have you ever wondered how clothes are given their colors? Sometimes threads are colored before being woven into a cloth. So before that only sometimes they just color the cloth, color the thread and then they weave it. But sometimes they make the cloth and then color it. The cloth can be colored through dyeing after being woven as well. So dyeing is a process of soaking the cloth in the colored solution made by mixing hot water with one or more dyes. So they mix the color, mix the dye into the hot water. Now please underline, a dye is a substance used to change the color of the cloth. So what is dye? It is a substance used to change the color of the cloth. So red, blue and yellow are the three primary colors. Please underline. Red, blue and yellow are the three primary colors. All the other colors are mixture of these three colors. Dyes of these three primary colors are mixed to get different shades. Okay, so two three primary colors they mix and they get the shades. So there are two types of dyes, children: vegetable dye and chemical dye. We get vegetable dye from natural sources such as flowers, fruits, leaves and vegetables. Sometimes cloths lose their color on being washed. Why? This is because the dye mixes with water and runs off the cloth. Such clothes should be washed separately as they can spoil the color of the other clothes being washed with them. So this has happened to me also, and usually you will see only the white color only. No white color dress catches that color. So you have to be really very conscious and careful when you are washing those the dresses which has some tendency to lose the colors. Usually the pink, the purple, the blues, these are the three colors which I have gone through, which has mixed to the others. Anyways, designs and patterns now we'll see. So we like to wear clothes which have interesting designs and patterns. Designs can be woven into cloth by using threads of different colors on a loom. So they make the designs on the loom, or sometimes it is block printing. So block printing is a method by which we can print patterns onto the cloth. Here in the picture you can see how she is using a block and she is just pressing it on the cloth with that block and the dye. Okay. So then the color is put on the carved surface and the block is then pressed against the cloth. So take a lady finger that in the science association we did that the vegetable printing just like that. Take a lady finger on or an orange and cut a slice from it. Now dip the fruit and that vegetable into some paint and then carefully press it on a piece of a paper. Okay, so it will make a beautiful pattern on the paper that you have already done, children, so you know that. Now next is tie and dye. So what is tie and dye? Tie and dye is a method used widely in Rajasthan, children. You have to remember it. Okay, tie and dye is a method which is usually and widely used in Rajasthan. The cloth is being folded and twisted and tied with a string before it is being dyed. After that, after the color is applied, a portion of the cloth is untied. No, and the newly untied portion does not have any color. Now, when it is dipped in another color again, this uncolored portion gets colored. And saris made of this style is called bandhani or leheriya. So, they are the two types of saris over there, bandhani and leheriya in Rajasthan. Yet another popular form of coloring cloth in beautiful design is batik. Batik. You remember the names, children, okay? Tie and dye is called, Bandhani and Leheriya, then Batik. These are the names which you have to remember, okay? In this method, certain portion of the cloth are covered with melted wax, okay? Some portion of the cloth is covered with molten means melted wax. Alright. Okay. So some part of the cloth is covered with the melted wax before being dyed. Later the wax is removed, revealing beautiful patterns. So like this. So this design is another design which is called as kalamkari, children. This is again another design. Kalamkari is a method which is used in which designs are painted onto the cloth using a special kalam. That is what is called kalamkari. The special pen is used for this design. And this, where is this famous kalamkari is used is in Andhra Pradesh. So please underline Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is famous for this work. What work? Kalamkari. So you remember this, children. Kalamkari. You can see here the diagram of kalamkari. This is the diagram. Then, this was asked in the exam. They had given this picture and they had asked what picture is that, where do you find this and all. Now again embroidery. So you can see there is a lot of embroidery is done. Okay. Embroidery means sewing patterns on the cloth using threads of different colors. Different states of India have different kinds of embroidery. Fulkari is popular in Punjab and Katha work is found in Bengal. Okay, so you have to remember these names, children. So here you learned so many names. Kalamkari in Andhra Pradesh, yeah, Fulkari in Punjab and Katha in Bengal. Okay, so here we are done with the chapter. Remember, clothes are made to cover and protect our body. People wear stitched as well as unstitched clothes. Examples of stitched clothing are shirts, trousers, salwar kameez, skirts, etc. Examples of unstitched clothes are dhoti, lungi, dhotis, lungis, turbans, saris and dupattas. Threads are woven or knitted together to make cloth. After weaving, cloth is colored using the dye. Many different methods are used to make attractive designs on the cloth. So please remember these names, children, which is really new to you. Now these are the new words which can be asked in fill in the blanks, or match the column. Anywhere it can be asked. The culture, tradition, fashion, drape and fiber. Please do remember that you have to learn this. Okay. So here we are done with the chapter. Alright. Now I'll be sending you the question and answers. In the next period we will be doing the textbook exercises. Okay, children. So please write down these new words. Try to learn these new words. In this chapter also you will find so many new words which are not actually those English words. They are the different, they are the nouns. You find these kalamkari and all, fulkari, kata, leheria. These are the names which you need to, when you will read this chapter 2-3 times, you'll get used to this. Okay, so we are done with the chapter, children.